In life, there will be times you'll have to be around and deal with difficult people. Thankfully, Dr. Irene Strauss Cohen has helpful advice regarding this. Dr. Irene Strauss Cohen is a psychologist, an avid blogger, and a professor at Barry University, advising in the Department of Counseling. Her main area of interest is helping people build foundations in their relationships and keep them strong. She is passionate about improving people's sense of self and helping them be the best version they can be. Dr. Strauss makes it a point that there is no real difference between a difficult person and someone who needs help, because most of the time, they're one and the same. She says, you aren't going to be unpleasant or hurtful to people unless you feel that way inside about yourself. I don't know if those people specifically need love and care. Some of those people may not be in the space to accept the love, no matter how loving and caring the other person is. Dealing with a difficult person can prove more challenging if it happens to be a family member, and especially if you live with them. It isn't easy to be around people that seem to always bring your mood down, Dr. Strauss observed, adding, there is not one easy answer to this. Dr. Strauss suggests to manage yourself and your anxiety around that person. Try to understand them through their upbringing and story. Ultimately, try to accept them for who they are. If you can understand a person, you can better manage emotions around them without feeling so reactive. Dr. Strauss also suggests to pay attention to your own behaviors and triggers. Perhaps there's something you do that allows the person to negatively influence and bring you down. She reveals, I have gotten to the point where I can be around some difficult people without feeling the need to be so reactive, fix them to make them happier, or want to avoid them. It was hard for me to be around difficult people in my own family because I wanted to see people happy all the time. Once I accepted that I wasn't responsible for their happiness, I eased up a bit. Dr. Strauss admits that people can influence each other, and growing up in an environment that is constantly negative can affect how you see and relate to the world. But if you create a life balance, it is less likely to happen. Dr. Strauss adds, when it comes to family, we can't really choose. I think we all have a negative family member or difficult person that most of us try to avoid. I don't think that one person can ruin your positive disposition entirely. When around negative or even highly positive people, I remember that all of that derives from their anxiety. For some people's negativity comes from being a highly anxious person, and for others, being positive may help them reduce it. All of the negative is usually exaggerated from an anxious person. If you can manage your own anxiety and look at the facts of whatever the person is negative about, it won't bother you as much. It's easy to spot a difficult person, according to Dr. Strauss. They tend to make everything about themselves, have few friends, and are hypersensitive. It's normal to have a disagreement with anyone, so that isn't always an indication. Also, if you find everyone difficult to deal with, you should probably take a look in the mirror. One of the keys to dealing with difficult people is making sure you make time for self-care. Find something you enjoy and do it, and this can be different for everyone. Relentless positivity isn't necessarily though. As Dr. Strauss describes, some situations suck, and that needs to be acknowledged. I think if people could accept their situations as is and be more factual about them, then after they will be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. For example, getting a flat tire on the way to an important meeting isn't a fun situation. But if you acknowledge it, manage yourself through the stress, and find a way to fix the tire and then reschedule your meeting, it will help you later to see the positive of the situation. After the fact, you can say, okay, that wasn't so bad, and at least no one was hurt and everything worked out. So what are your thoughts? Be sure to comment below and visit Dr. Strauss's website. A link can be found in the description. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to see more content from Psych2Go.
All right. Blessings, blessings. That's Psych2Go. All right, yo, that was Psych2Go. I don't know if you guys heard me before when I was talking, but I hope Beverly, please tell me if I was heard in the beginning. But just want to give a shout out to Beverly. Beverly is in the building. Peace and love to you, Bev. What's up? How you doing? You know what time it is. Yeah. So there you go, people. I mean, that is just I hope you took the time, right, to listen to that because see those kind of things, that's really, really important. All right. And I can't stress how important it is because um, we're dealing with this stuff on a regular basis. and, dealing with, things that are going on in our community, struggles that we're going through as a people. Everybody's emotion is so high. It's just really, really crazy. And, I think the only way that we can really get down to the nitty gritty of things and get down to the situation, the problem at hand, is if we just start to talk about it. We got to talk about it. All right? We got to talk about it. So let me just break something down to you guys. Beverly, hello, Bev. Bev, tell me if, did I sound, yes, we heard nothing when you first spoke. Okay, yeah, daggone it. All right, so you know what? Excuse me for that one. It's all good. Now I have to realize that I gotta do something. Now it's probably editing time. I really don't like editing, because you know why? Because it takes up too much time. You feel me? It takes up too much time. So probably what I'm gonna do is leave it as it is, and just say right now, listen, that video you just saw right now is what we're talking about, and it's called talking about difficult people, right? Difficult situation, difficult things, that obstacles that we come through and come involved with when we deal with people that are difficult. You know what I mean? Bring my chain up, man. I ain't stopping. There we go. Now I'm stopping. All right, so that was the video, and we're gonna talk more about it. But before we start talking about it, about the video, let me tell you something. Let's talk about something that we already know. All right. Now, the COVID pandemic, right, has incited a rise in anxiety with uncertainty regarding the specific impacts and risk factors across multiple populations. A qualitative systemic review has conducted to investigate the prevalence and association of anxiety now in different same populations in relation to the COVID-19 pandemic. For database, we're utilizing in the search Medline, Embase, CinAll, and PsycInfo. Now let me just break that first part down for you, right? I'm gonna break it down. What they're saying is that there has been a rise in anxiety because of COVID, right? There has been a rise of anxiety because of COVID, right? And I'm going to give you some facts. So stay with me. Don't leave this. Don't leave what I'm doing. Stick with me, right? All right. So the review period commenced in April 2021, and was finalized on the 5th of July, 2021. A total of 3,537 students were identified, of which 87 were included in the review. Healthcare workers had the highest prevalence of anxiety, 36%, followed by university students, 34.7%, and the general population was 34%, teachers, 27.2%, parents, 23.3%, pregnant women, 19.5%, and police, 8.79%. Okay, so the risk factors such as being female, having pre-existing mental conditions, lower socioeconomic status, which means being poor, increased exposure to infection, and being younger, all contributed to the worsened anxiety. All right, and you gotta stay with me. If you gotta go back and you gotta, if I'm not saying it right, let me break down what I just said just now. All right, so what they're saying just now in that little sentence right there, right? What they're saying is that they're giving you a breakdown of people that are in the healthcare field that are suffering from anxiety, people in the general population that's suffering with anxiety, pregnant women, parents, people with pre-existing conditions, people that are poor, people that already had anxiety. It gets worse, right? So now we understand this, right? We understand that this whole situation that we've been through has brought us to this point here, right? So how do we deal with it? Well, first of all, let's talk a little bit more about it. Now, due to the ongoing nature of COVID-19 pandemic, this may have excluded relevant papers, restrictions to only English papers, and a sample size 1,000 may have also limited the range of papers included. These findings identify groups who are most vulnerable to developing anxiety in a pandemic and what specific factors are most common across the population. All right. Now let's get into this part here. Now this part is real serious. Breaking it down. Infectious disease outbreaks have plagued human history for millennia. Okay? Infectious disease outbreaks have plagued us in this world for a long damn time. Break that down. With an occurrence not unknown to man, the effect of these outbreaks have deluded many. With complexities of society, there are a plethora of ways that these events may cause mental turmoil. As defined, the Diagnosis and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM-5, anxiety is a state of excessive fear that translates to behavioral disturbances. Anxiety has been linked to increased ulcers, back issues, migraines, and asthma. In extreme cases, it is an independent risk factor for heart disease, perpetuated by stressful environments. Anxiety threatens the well-being when you worry, you have fear regarding real or perceived threats, hijacks. The individual's ability to regulate these emotions is a problem. The infectious disease outbreak often evolves into an epidemic or a pandemic, which brings about financial instability, quarantine and lockdown, social isolation, and complete disturbance of the norm. It is in this state of pandemonium that mental health deterioration may occur. All right, so now, I know that was a lot all in one breath, but let me just say this. There's a lot going on. There's a lot happening. So, we have to be aware and be wise, of what's going on around us. Now, let me just break this down a little bit easier, right? In the month of December, right? In the month of December, I have a statistic that says that symptoms of anxiety disorder, right, went from 7.2 to 10.2. Okay, and that's a rise. That's a rise. Now, symptoms of depressive disorder, 5.3 to 8.2. Okay. Now, when we're talking about, anxiety disorders and depression disorders, that rose from, what did we have here? 9.7 to 13.1. All right. So there's been like a real high, growth of problems. So how we got to deal with it? Let me just speak real, because I know I've been speaking textbook, and I just want to go back over some things, man. Before we go back over some things, man, I just want to let y'all know y'all can call in if you have any words or you want to speak on anything. Let's go to the chat. So let's see what we got going on in the chat room. Beverly, thank you for being here today. Thank you for the support. Listen, everybody, don't forget to smash the likes, man. Don't forget to smash the likes. That's so important. We'd love to know that you are interested in what we talk about. All right, and if you're on Facebook or anything like that, go over to YouTube and do the thing, man. Subscribe to the channel. All right, I appreciate you. We appreciate you, and we definitely have a great show for you. So listen, I've been running around different areas in the city, and you know, I've been running into certain talents, right? And I just, I have a Spanish side to me, right? And so there's this little kid, right? I want to give a shout out to Dino for bringing this to my attention too, as well. There's this young kid, he's very, very talented. I'm going to showcase him right now. He's a Spanish kid. This is a Spanish song, but the style that he has, and his, young kids out there trying to do it, man, is a beautiful thing. And then you got the support of your parents and stuff like that. That's even better. So listen, check this out because you're gonna love this right here. Now, okay, so definitely gonna love this. This kid is, yeah, I forget which state or country state where he's from, but he's very popular around the world. Right now, he's done many different things with many different groups, and we're gonna take a minute and take a moment and we're gonna check him out. We're gonna check out this live performance. All right. All right. So listen, we'll be right back after this. We're gonna talk more about this topic, but check out this young person. We're gonna showcase his talent. Here we go.
Timbalero, te invito a tocar en la rumba que ya
Okay, that was Mr. Chavez, little young Chavez, Suarez. Yeah, he's doing his thing for sure. You know, it's terrible. You know, I'm bad. I'm bad, but you know what? I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right because see, you know what it is. I'm bad with names. You know, but if I concentrate on focusing on the name, then maybe I can actually say it correctly. And I'm gonna take the moment and take that minute because he deserved the respect, you know, because you know he's a up and coming. These are the kids that are gonna make it in the future, you know, and so it makes sense to say his name correctly. So as I pull it up, so I can pronounce it right. All right, well I guess it's taking a minute. Anyway, listen, I hope you guys had a great start of the weekend, or no, actually just a week. You know, started a weekend and also a week, man, because you know there's a lot going on, you know, and there's a lot of drama and all kinds of craziness going on out here, man. So I just hope that everybody enjoyed their weekend. They did everything they wanted to do, man. Blessings on top of blessings. You know, as I try to get everything together, one man show over here. You know, we in here. We're gonna do something special. We're gonna put Flavio on because Flavio, I love his music. Young kid, right out of New York City, man. And I give him all the support. This one is called "When You Smile." You know what I'm saying? I love it, man. Music. Ferris wheel going round. How does this go again? When she smile, nobody knows. Take a ride, take a chance. Nobody knows.
My heart do still hurt, it just might still sting from that one time fling. Flavio the space boy, remember the letters. We're never done with that phase, just hit me whenever. Never felt fresher, vintage the full dresser. Don't address any problems, baby, keep that sweater. Never knew hiding them would be much better. Never knew all the love could be much stress. Evil eye from the jacket, baby, don't get upset. Fuck your reason and the purpose to flex. The point of the passion is the message, not the money with fashion. So take a lesson, living life to just bless it. Yo, life together, memories I still treasure. Rainy day from St. Key, let's color some bad weather. Many ways I could see us still being together. Romantic MC, I'm the one that you want. I never front, I never front. My bars is never in cursive, my writing's weird. It's just multiple fonts, multiple viewers got multiple wants, multiple fans got multiple plans, and many groupies trying to see me, maybe kiss me and do it. Renowned, unique, it sounds crazy, but it's mad unique. Listen to the tune, cause that's the true me. Truly, my music sounds travel fast for me. When she smiles, nobody knows. Nobody knows, bro. Take a ride, take a chance. Cause nobody knows. That's the best part of life. Trust me. Take a ride, take a chance. Nobody knows. Take a ride, take a chance. I feel
Yes, 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 yes. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, these kids, they very talented, man. So I support them. Anybody that has music or I try to push out their music, please hit me on my email and I will play your music. We'll showcase it for a long time. Anytime it's needed, there's a slot. We're not really charging right now. We're just doing this for the community and allowing people to showcase their talent. So again, if you have nice, clean, radio ready music, feel free to email me or reach out to me, and I'll definitely, play your music on our channel. It's important to stay in support of the community. So, before we even get started and continue, let me just go and show no help right here, Mars.
Never needed no help, did it all by myself. Let it say that I'm hot shit, I pop shit, oh well. I was down, I was booted, wanted more, had to prove it. I just be weighing my options, fake luck, can't see who my ops is. Never needed no help, did it all by myself. Let it say that I'm hot shit, I pop shit, oh well. I was down, I was booted, wanted more, had to prove it. I just be weighing my options, fake love, can't see who my ops is. I just run up a bag, had to get off my ass. Done with excuses, she love when I do it, when I leave, she be mad. Lifestyle can match, till my time came fast. This game is ruthless, they picking and choosing. I had to stay low in the bag. They own me, they fiending, can't give them no reason. My trip so bad for scenes like this season. Oh, I can't bet no foe, I'm in it back on the road. Late nights in the stew, swear I'm exhausted, worth it for sure. Never needed no help, did it all by myself. Let it say that I'm hot shit, I pop shit, oh well. I was down, I was booted, wanted more, had to prove it. I just be weighing my options, fake luck, can't see who my ops is. Never needed no help, did it all by myself. Let it say that I'm hot shit, I pop shit, oh well. I was down, I was booted, wanted more, had to prove it. I just be weighing my options, fake love, can't see who my ops is. Mind lost, stuck on confusion, ain't really see how I was moving. Get on march, don't know what to do with it. Took a loss and I know what to do with it. Future bright, you can live on the life. Take a chance, I'ma pay for that price. No help, I'ma get this shit right. By my lonely, I be living that life, yeah. By my lonely, I be living that life. Take a gamble, I'ma pay for that price. No help, I'ma get this shit right. Free smoke, I be handing out lines. Get my dishes, they be telling them lies. These bitches be telling them lies. Never needed no help, did it all by myself. Let it say that I'm hot shit, I pop shit, oh well. I was down, I was booted, wanted more, had to prove it. I just be weighing my options, fake luck, can't see who my ops is. Never needed no help, did it all by myself. Let it say that I'm hot shit, I pop shit, oh well. I was down, I was booted, wanted more, had to prove it. I just be weighing my options, fake love, can't see who my ops is. Never needed no help, did it all by myself. Let it say that I'm hot shit, I pop shit, oh well. I was down, I was booted, wanted more, had to prove it. I just be weighing my options, fake luck, can't see who my ops is. Never needed no help, did it all by myself. Let it say that I'm hot shit, I pop shit, oh well. I was down, I was booted, wanted more, had to prove it. I just be weighing my options, fake love, can't see who my ops is.
There she goes, man. There she goes. Mars is in the building. She's definitely doing her thing. Yo, thank you everybody for the support. Let me just say this to you guys. I appreciate, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for your long-term support. I think soon as we reach 100, right? I know we're going slow in subscriptions, because sometimes people just pop in. They're so busy. That's why I say all the time, listen, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Hit that, smash that like button and hit the bell when you hit the subscribe button so that you can be the first one to receive our shows. You know what I mean? All right. So listen, let's talk a little bit more. Let me just say this. If you want to call in, there's a number right there, 917-936-1004. We're opening up the phone lines for you guys so y'all can, talk about the situation, because this is something that we deal with on a regular basis. People that are difficult, when you go into the store, right? And the person behind the counter is nasty. Or if you're working as a cashier and the person that you're dealing with is nasty. This could work in both ways. This can, work in both ways. So, Not even that, on the train, somebody does something to you, you so easy to flip, you know, this right here, this show right here is kind of letting a few things about how to control yourself in that situation. Now, you can go back and refrain to the video, right? But we're going to just go over a couple of things that they said, right? And what I want you to understand about people that are difficult, right? They're not responsible um, for others' happiness. They're not responsible for your happiness. You know, that's something that they're dealing with, right? And they have to deal with that. I mean, you can come and just speak positive and be joyful and be happy and make them laugh if you feel like you have that energy. But sometimes some people's energy will rub off on you and cause you to go into a depression or have anxiety, right? Now, dealing with difficult people, you have to do things to make yourself happy so they won't bring you down. You know what I mean? So that's really important. Sometimes you have a brother that lives with you and he's constantly down. He's always moping around the house, you know, and so you can't let his energy just come into you. You got to go out and do some things that's going to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way that things are going to work out. Now, uh, you're not going to be unpleasant and hurtful to people unless you feel that way yourself, right? And that's, if you go back to the video, they tell you that you're not going to be unpleasant. I'm going to repeat it again. You're not going to be unpleasant and hurtful to people unless you feel that way about yourself. So the people that are treating you a certain way, you already know this. A lot of people are miserable inside. A lot of people are hurting inside, right? So it's not a good thing to do that, but you have to take a look at yourself. You understand? You have to take a look at yourself and also pay attention to your own behaviors and your triggers, right? Because what you do may trigger somebody else, and just take a look at your behavior. Come on, people. We done been through so many different things in this country. We need to start really stop and taking a minute and take a look at each one of our behaviors. Point them out. I don't care if it's two different people. Point them out. Oh, we do have 100. Okay, all right. So we did make that. Okay, all right. You know what? And as slow as it doesn't. Listen, I love it. It doesn't. I appreciate that 100. Because I know if I get higher than that, and when I do get higher than that, because I'm going to stay consistent, it's going to be rough. So you kind of appreciate what you got. You have to do that. All right. So let me just get into it again. Get into it a little bit more. One thing that we have to understand is that people can influence each other. You have to understand that people influence each other. Peer pressure, many different things in many different ways. All right, we got a little page coming in, so we got to understand that people do influence other people. Now, this is like these teenagers. You see, the teenagers are getting into the gangs. They're being influenced by other gang members, and we have to be aware of that. People's negativity comes from their anxiety, right? So when you wonder why somebody is so damn negative, or just have this negative energy, is because they're going through something themselves and they don't know how to deal with it, and they don't know how to control it. They don't know how to control it. Yes, and I want to say thank you to we are at 100 subscribers, and let's take a minute. I really didn't. I just went past that, and I just want to take a minute right there. Let me stop and just say, wow, we're at 100 subscribers, And trust me, I am so appreciative of 100 subscribers. I don't have a problem with 100 subscribers, but I appreciate you guys, man. I swear, I'm looking for the applause and I can't find it, but that's all right. I guess you guys understand where I'm trying to go with this, but I just want to say thank you for that support, and I appreciate you. I must have erased the applause. My fault. But thank you so much for that. All right. And just because of that, let's celebrate for a quick minute, Afrobeat style, African style. So you get up out your seat, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to exercise. All right. This is what I used to do at my morning show, and we're going to celebrate right now that we made it to 100 subscriptions. All right. You ready?
Louisa.
Come on, man. Let's dance, y'all. Come on. We're celebrating 100 subscribers, and we are appreciative of that 100 subscribers. What do you think about that, people? What do you think about that? Oh, are you with me? I guess you are. We're going to fix that. All right. Hey, listen, we are celebrating 100 subscribers today, right now. 100 subscribers in the building. Yes. Thanks you. Whoop de whoop. She said whoop de whoop. Woohoo! Hey Barb, how you doing? How's everything? Blessings, blessings under the sun and everything around you. Blessings all over. May cover you. Blessings on top of blessings. How are you? I hope everything's well with you. Um, haven't seen everybody in a little bit. Oh, check this out. I got some good news, right? September 2nd, I'm going to get a surgical procedure. And I don't know if it's a surgical procedure, but I'm getting this thing cut out of my forehead, this little bit of a gash, and well, not a gash, it's a lumpity lump. And finally, it's coming out September 2nd, and I'm kind of, but I'm ready. I'm ready to get it out because, once I finish, once I get this out, and hopefully the mark cleans up and gets better, and then I can start to do some auditioning for Law and Order and some of these movies that they have going on out here. Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. And there's a lot of projects that I want to do, but I can't keep walking around with a lump on my head. And so on September 2nd of next month, it's going to be off my head, and I'll have and that's what the thing I'm wondering. I'm saying to myself, well, if I get it cut out, there's going to be a Band-Aid. How am I going to do the show? Maybe I'll wear a bandana. I don't know. Maybe I'll wear a bandana, but it's coming out, and I don't know. I'm ready for it to be done. And, you know, one thing, like I said, is a blessing having everybody here. Remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and look out for us. We're not doing it for the views. We're not doing it for the views. Not for the views. We're not doing it for the money. We're not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because it has to be a message that is sent out. And somebody's got to speak their truth and speak from experience, something positive into the world, to the atmosphere, so that hopefully we can touch somebody and make a better place. That's the goal, making this world a better place. Yes, thank you so much for that. Yes. So Barb says it's okay to wear bandage, but bandana would be good too. Yeah, well, yeah, I was thinking about a do-rag. So, I might have to come up on this platform with a do-rag on, and I might have to get like a bird or something. So I might be different when you'll see me. Depends on how it looks. If it looks bad, then I'm gonna cover it. If it's not that bad, then I'm just gonna let you guys, dissect me apart and say whatever you want to say. Because people are gonna say stuff. But I'll be happy when I get this script right there. You see that, people? I went back and they told me that it was it got bigger. They said it, and you guys were right. You were telling me that, Maurice, it got bigger. How can you tell me that? And I'm here and you guys are over there. Yeah, like I can't believe, you guys must be in that camera like this, boy, because I couldn't tell if it got bigger or not. But the doctor said, yeah. And they said that if that happens, it gets a little bigger. And see, that's why I gotta get this out. Yeah, do-rags are cool, yeah. I'm definitely gonna rock that too, as well. But I'll think of something. Maybe I'll get like a Scoop Rick or a Pirates of the Caribbean, one of those things, strings or something, go around my head and put the thing right here, just put it right there, with a Slick Rick. Maybe I'll wear a lot of jewelry, maybe I'll change my whole personality and become a different person, and call that person one person and call me another person. How about that? That'll get you watching. Anyway, it's all good. Blessings to everybody out there in Yonkers, man. This is a blessing right here, man. You know how far I came. Look at where I'm at right now. It's a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? I know people that been through similar things with worse than I do. I've come out of the world of hard knocks. I've come with a tough road, and I made it through. And one thing that I had to do in making it through, I had to take the self-inventory. I had to step out of the box and look at the box and figure out what is wrong. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? What's stopping you from achieving? Are you stopping yourself? You know what I mean? Are you stopping yourself? Those are the questions we gotta ask. All right. It's good for now. had a little bit of a faux pas, but you know, we're working it out. We're working it out. We're gonna work it out. It's all good. You know, this is live, man. And like I said before, to do this, in order to like, if I had to like edit, I would have to edit it. So I'm not trying to sit up here and editing. So I'm just gonna play by ear, man. We're gonna just talk about it. We're gonna get it in. You know, I'm gonna get better and better in time. And that's it. Listen, if you want to call in and talk about the topic that we talked about today, difficult people, please call in. The number's right there on the screen now. It's 793-610-04. Let's get into it. And please subscribe, hit that like button. You know, but all I can say is just be a part of what we got going on, man. And also, like, I want to thank you, Beverly. That young kid, his name was Sebastian Cherez out there. Yes, Sebastian Cherez out there. I didn't want to mess up his name. I think I did a good job. All right, that's what's up. All right, so listen, Barb, I see you in the building. I hope everything is going all right with you. I hope you're doing okay out there in that nice little area you're in. And Bev, I hope you're doing all right in that nice little area you're in. You know, and you out there, I hope you're all right in that nice area that you're in. You know what I mean? Let's continue, man. Let's continue talking about it. You know, let's talk about it some more. We talk about difficult people, you know, we talk about people's negativity. You know, we're talking about, listen, let me just put it like this. Some people say everybody is difficult, right? Some people talk and say, yeah, you know, that person's difficult, that person's difficult. You know, a lot of people point their fingers at other people, but you have to also look in the mirror, right? Because, like I said before, it could be something that you do that triggers other people. You know what I mean? Or there's something that you're doing that isn't totally right. And if you keep going on thinking that you're right, and you stick to this thing, because, you know, there's like this old saying, you know, you're stuck in your ways. You know, it's times are changing now. You can't be stuck in your ways because you're going to be so angry because people are not going to be the way you want them to be. Right? And you're just going to get tug of war. People don't want to be the way you want them. You want them to be one way, they're another one. You're not understanding, they're living their life. They're growing. It's like everybody grows. From young to old. This time is over for us. You know, we're not young anymore. Yes, that durag is cool. Whatever makes you comfortable. Yeah, no, that's a fact. I'm definitely going. Trust me, I will find out what is comfortable. And I don't know. I can cut it out, but show whatever. But again, like I said, we gotta look at ourselves. We could be the problem. You know what I mean? And also, I think it's one of the hard parts right here, right? A lot of people got a problem with it, like, and I don't know if they got a problem with it, or it's difficult for them, or whatever the situation is. But all right, so say you have somebody that's negative, right? And you know they're negative, right? And you can't change them at all. And you know you can't change them at all. How do you deal with that kind of situation? What do you do in that kind of situation? Right? So you have to see the positive in the situation before you flip. You know, it's like when you go to, like, say as you go into Social Security, you know, you gotta stand on the lines, and you know you're gonna be there, and you know you're gonna be a part of some different kind of entities and stuff like that. All of that stuff you have to, like, pre-program and anticipate it before you step into that place. For example, just like when you go to a supermarket or you go on to call customer service, you have to anticipate that you're going to have some situations and some problems. Somebody's not going to help you like they're supposed to do, like they're supposed to help you. But what does their bylaws give you? The right to ask for a supervisor or ask for a manager. You don't need to argue with someone that's in that lower level because maybe they are just angry. So you take it to the next person. Supervisor ain't doing it. No. I see you can't help me, sir. Let me speak to the manager. And stay as cool as possible. Don't let yourself lose it. Because you have to anticipate and be ready and don't overreact. You know, because that's like older people that can cause you to have a heart attack. You know, for younger people, it can cause you to do something stupid, go to jail for the rest of your life. So you have to understand and learn how to deal with difficult people. And I know it's hard. I know, especially if it's a family member, a brother, a sister, a father, you know, someone, you know that they are always, difficult. And they have to look inside themselves to figure out things for themselves, but you have no control over that. You have no control over that. The only thing you have control over is yourself. That's all. You only have control over yourself. Come on, call in. Tell me if you can relate to what I'm talking about. 917-936-1004. We're doing this for the community. We're doing this for the young people. We're doing this for you young people that don't know. Maybe you don't know something. This is the channel where you can get all that information. If you got some questions, if you're young and you got questions and you don't know something, feel free to call in. Call in and ask the question. I'll be honest with you and give you my honest opinion. And I have a gang of people that are listening that will also give you their opinion too as well. So if you're struggling, you're going through something, you're having a hard time dealing with something and you don't understand, you have a place to go. That's right here, like it really is with Maurice. You have a place to go. And we'll sort it out. We'll definitely sort it out. And we'll get to the bottom of it. If I can't help you, I'll lead you to someone that can help you. You get it? That's about it, man. That's about it. We coming up on our hour. And, I'm about to take a little breathe up out of here, man. Shake a leg and get on it, make it move. Y'all have a beautiful, 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 beautiful weekend. And just take it easy, y'all. Take it easy. It's going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Barb, we're going to be all right, Barb. Bev, we're going to be all right. Okay. All right. The music is okay. I think I turned it down a little bit. All right. I didn't see that one. Turn the background music down. Okay. I think I did. I don't know if I did it in the nick of time, but thank you, and I appreciate that. Anybody that wants to call in or listen, we kind of out of time right now because I'm just trying to hour of the show right now. But remember, come back Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. This is like it really is with Maurice, aka Why Yo Yonkers stand up. I love my Yonkers people. The rest of the people are king. You know what I'm saying? That we lost. Special shout out to Jada Kids. They got a lot going on. Lots of hometown. Mary J. Blige. She got a lot going on. So it's what it is. Blessings. I'm still here, yo. Bambo is still in the building. represent East Street, represent IO, represent period. Remember, everybody, be thankful and grateful for everything you got. If you know, one day it may not even be there. Right? Yes. You have a great night, Barb. I see you over there, Barb. I see you. I see you. Beverly, love is love. Love is always love. Yes, yes. And to all of the people that are in the background, you may not see me live, right? You know, at 8 o'clock. But listen, I thank you so much. I thank you so much for being a part of this process, program, whatever I'm doing here. I'm doing it for a good cause. And, you know, when you do stuff for a good cause, people don't really, they don't hover around that. You know, they don't hover around that. You know, and I'm trying to be real on the show. They don't hover around it. They want to see something more exciting. And I get it. I do too. I want to laugh. I don't want to always be bored. But I get it. But when those days come when you can just turn me on and just let me play, that's love, man. So anyway, listen. Love on each other, man. I love you people out there, man. I love you people out there, man. All of y'all. Special shout out to Tay. Special shout out to Tay out there. Special shout out to T's World, Nita, you know, all of the crew out there. You know, all of them. That's all I gotta say, man. Special shout out to myself. You know, daughters. Love is love, man. You know? All right, listen. That's it, man. I'll check y'all out later, man. You have a great one, man. Stay fly. You know what I'm saying? Be thankful and grateful for everything you got. You know, 1 minute is there, the next minute is gone. Until next time, this is like it really is with Maurice. I am your host. Peace and love. I'm out here.
Salute, kid. Always. Always thankful and grateful. Let you stay blessed. You heard? So blessed. So are you. Yeah. I love myself. I love my life. I love my kids. I love my wife. I'm positive. I try to do what's right. I respect darkness, but rather live in light. Yo, I love my fam. I love my mom. I love my community. I love God. I love unity. He died for you and me. I always be thankful and grateful. Wouldn't you be? Sing it, Queen.